Hi friends, this is Shaji. Today I am going to discuss about the basics 20 commands in Linux. PWD. This command print the location of your current working directory. It is important to know actually where you are before going to any directory or subdirectory. So as you can see, it's printed home. So right now I am in home directory. That second command is ls. ls is used to print a content of a directory. So it's showing desktop downloads, pictures, music, documents. So there are some other ls command also. ls, it will show the size of the file and permissions, permission, user details, owner details and size. So ls minus a, it will show the hidden content also. The next command is cd. Cd means change directory. Suppose you want to move to some other's directory, then you can use cd. Suppose you want to go to downloads, cd download. If you want to go to home folder, then just press cd. So I'm just pressing the pwd. See, now I'm in home directory. I'm just clearing the terminal. The next command is mkdir. It is used to make a new directory in Linux. So I'm just going to create new directory. I'm just creating Acer. So my current working days is home, so I'm just going to see that ls. As you can see, it's already created Acer. The next command is touch. You can create a blank file with touch command. So I'm going to create a file. So touch space no.txt ls. Yeah, it's already created no.txt. Next command is va. va is the most popular text editor available in most of the Unix platform. If you wish to do any changes, first open that file with va editor. So I already created one file, that no.txt. So I'm going to open that vi space no.txt. Press I so that you can enter the edit mode. Now you can edit the file. So I'm just going to type something. Once you are done with changes, press escape plus WQ. So that means that file will save and exit. So I'm just going to press. I have had something in that no.txt. So I just want to see what things are I changed. For that we can use that cat command, cat.no.txt. See, whatever I type, it's showing here. The next command is rm. The rm command is used to remove directory or any file. So you can remove multiple non-empty directory and file also. So I'm going to remove this file, rm space r no.txt. I have removed that file. I'm just seeing that that file is not there, or it's not there because I have deleted that with that command of rm. The next command is rmdir. The rmdir command can only remove the empty directory. So I have created that Acer. Nothing is there in that Acer. So I'm going to remove that rmdir.acer. That Acer directory also deleted. The next command is cp. You can copy file and directory with this command. So I'm just going to copy any file. Actually nothing is there because I have deleted. So I'm just going to create one directory, mkdir, that same name with Acer only. Then that Acer is there. So I'm going to copy that Acer. For that command, cp space r file name Acer, then the file name, new file name. I'm going to just create Acer1 As you can see, there are two Acer. First Acer that I copy to Acer 1. The next command is mv. Mv command is used to move or rename any directory or file. So I'm going to rename any file. So I'm choosing that Acer only. For that command mv Acer. Acer means old name. So I'm changing that name to Dell. So I'm going to see that it's changed or not. Yeah, it's changed to Dell. With this command we can move this file to some other location. For that command mv space, so before that we need to know that path. So right now I'm in home directory. For that command is mv home. I'm choosing that file name Dell. So the next is where you want to move that home Shaji. Then I just want to copy this file to document. So I'm just copying to document with that same name only. So it's already moved. So I'm just going to see Dell is not there. So I'm just going to see that document folder. See, it's moved to Dell, moved to under document. The next command is sudo. As most of you might already know, is used to execute a command with super user privilege. So let me show you. So I'm just going to update this Ubuntu apt update. So see, here is showing permission denied because this user does not have sudo privilege. So I'm just going to type sudo. It will ask that sudo password. See, it started updating. The next command is grep. If you wish to search a particular pattern, then you can use grep command. I have already created one folder under documents. I have copied some content also. So I will show you how to search that. So for that command, the way you wish to search, then that file name. So that file name is new.txt. So I'm just typing that new.txt. If you wish to search program recursively, then use this command. Star means all directory and given subdirectories. I'm just going to search that. The next command is df. This command is used to check the disk space usage on the Linux system. See, it's showing available space and used space and all. Next command is free. This command is used to display amount of free and used RAM in the system. It also print the swap memory details. See, as you can see, there are two options, memory and swap memory. It will show used memory and free memory. The next command is man. This command is used to find details about the others command. Man dot. If you want to search some any other command, just type mkdir. It will give you more detail on the that commands. You can search some other also, man dot rm. man.rm. It will give you more detail about that command. So the next command is uptime. In this command shows since how long your system is running and number of users are currently logged in. Currently I have only one user. The time also showing that from how long I am using this system and load average. The next command is history. As the name suggests, history command print a list of previously typed command. You can use with arrow key also, but it will show one by one only. But with the help of history, you can see all the commands. It's very useful when you are trying to find what you have done. So the next command is ipconfig. This command is used to displaying current networking configuration and information. Here I am connected with my Wi-Fi. So see, as you can see, the IP number is showing netmask details, broadcast IP. Yellow means loopback. Then that first one is Ethernet, but I am not connected with LAN, so I just connected with Wi-Fi only. Last command is kill. We can also kill a background job if we know that PID number. PID number means process ID. Let me show you how to find PID number. PSAUX. These are the PID number. So I'm just going to kill one program. Space. I'm just going to choose this ID 1802. That's it. I hope I'm clear of this point. So thank you for watching. Have a nice day.